All right. Welcome to the Level Up Lounge, your midweek spot where movies, TV, anime, gaming, and pop culture all collide. We're your hosts, Bruce, Rain, and Skids. Or Skiddy. I keep calling that man Skids. You know what it is. Every week I mess
Sorry.
up the
I
opening.
forgive you.
Anyway,
I forgive you.
bringing hot takes, deep dives, and a whole lot of fun every Wednesday at 4 p.m. live right here on Twitch. Missed the live show? No sweat. The full episodes drop on YouTube every Thursday, so you can catch up anytime. And a quick reminder, if you got Amazon Prime, you got a free Twitch sub waiting for you each month. Use it on the Level Up Lounge for ad free viewing and exclusive perks. It's free for you, but it helps us keep the show rolling. Let's get it in. Let's get into it. Rain, what you got?
Hey guys, it's Rainy Days here. This week's agenda, or I guess breakdown, is going to be WWE, SmackDown, and Raw. Let's talk about what's going on for King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. We're going to also talk about the Superman final trailer recently released by Amazon Prime. We're going to get into Rick and Morty, season 8, episode 4, I think we're on. Jerry is finally back. And then when we get to our wrap up conversation, we're going to get in everything that's going on in and out around the MCU, DCU, and what's expected to come as we go into the last phase of the year. Alrighty, so let's get
Before
started.
we get
Before we get
started,
started,
we're gonna go around the room and everybody gonna
okay.
tell what they've been watching the last week. Just a quick run. Just a quick run. You can
Oh,
go first.
Okay. Me? I've been watching a Resident Alien season 4. That's out. I've been watching BMF. Lord, BMF.
You've been watching BMF?
Yeah, it's like a Tyler Perry gangster
No,
smooth. I mean,
no. I've
series
been watching it
now.
since the beginning.
Yeah, I've been watching since the
Oh,
beginning too. Well, I watched the
oh,
season 2. They watched it at the beginning.
oh,
He had me start
okay.
watching. This most season feels a little bit Tyler Perry-ish, but
It's
I know it's
trash,
the
but
last
yeah,
season,
yeah,
so we're gonna wrap it up.
yeah.
But because I got both anyway. And then I also been watching. I've been watching Teen Wolf. I know Teen Wolf is over, but someone said it was a great supernatural show. They lied, but I've been watching it, and
what?
I'm committed to it. So I'm just gonna finish it.
I wouldn't. How they dare disrespect the Winchesters like that? What? I'm
Like
sorry. I'm so
it
sorry.
it
I'm
probably was
sorry.
good for its time. You know, it came out in the early 2000s, but now it just didn't age well. But here I am, 6 seasons later. So.
You can. I can still watch Supernatural from the gate and it still
Oh
be
yeah,
good.
it'd be great. Any episode of Supernatural, except for the last
What?
season when God wound up being the
If
guy who was
Michael
right.
J.
Okay,
Fox
sorry. Go
ain't in
ahead.
it, I ain't watching it. It's like, nah, I'm
Go ahead,
playing. I'm
bro.
playing.
Real quick, and this is real quick. I've tried on probably less than 5 different occasions, but more than three, to watch season 1 of Supernatural, and I can't get past. I can't make it past the few
What?
episodes. I think
Don't,
because it's so
don't.
old, it's
Bruce,
old to
I
me. I
like
can't.
you. I like you, Bruce. I
All
like
right.
you. Don't cross the threshold. Don't cross the
Look,
threshold.
I could say
Don't.
something to you because you had this man too far down on your list. Look at the camera, brother. You had this
No.
man
No.
too
No.
far
No.
down on
No.
your
No. No.
list.
No. 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 No.
Okay.
Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges.
All the fruit.
You know what?
Number ones and number twos. Number ones.
I forgive you.
All
I
right.
forgive you.
Oh.
Um.
Okay.
Am I next
Yeah, go
or?
ahead.
All right. I have watched Raw. I watched the full episode of Raw. That was crazy. So we're going to talk about that later. Um, and I've been watching Lazarus, the anime.
I watched that.
I'm not going front. It's slow,
Mhm.
but the story is on point and the
Yeah.
animation. I'm sorry, yo. the animation is by far. Don't get me wrong. Anime of the year, Solo Leveling, but animation wise, like the smoothness of the characters, the way he moves, dog. And I was about to call him Mugen. That's what I was about to call him Mugen. But the escape artist, the boy who keep on escaping from jail.
From prison.
Yeah, the way he moves is crazy. And
It's
then you
very
find out that
fluid.
the spoiler alert, you find out that one of them was like this secret Russian agent, the chick with the blonde hair.
Oh, I didn't get to that
That was
yet. You spoiled it for me. It's
uh,
okay.
uh, let me close them out.
It has
But nah,
the same animation as like Sovereign's Reign. Have you seen that?
no, it's a lot different. But I
Oh,
have seen Sovereign. You mean Scavenger's Reign?
Scavenger Reigns, yeah.
Yeah, no. That's like an animation outer limits for me. I love Scavenger's Reign. I watched that when it first dropped. Um, and
Oh
I
my
watched the
gosh.
season that came out. What is it? Not too long ago. The
Yeah,
recent season. But
they canceled it.
but the motion of it. Yeah, you know what? I see the comparison. The motion of
The
it, the
motion of
realistic
it.
of the movements of the way they
Mhm.
move on Lazarus. I mean, what do you expect from the creator of Cowboy Bebop?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I've been watching as of late.
All right, Rain,
Your turn,
you
bro.
can. Oh,
You
Your
not
turn,
finna
I
bro.
say
didn't
what you've
go
been
because
watching?
Skids was he took it away. I forgot I was even supposed to talk. So my bad. What have I watched? Oh yes,
Yeah, I
I'm
want to I want
glad
to
I.
smoke what you smoking. Good.
Uh, um, I've been watching a amazing show on Paramount Plus with starring Tom Hardy, Pierce Bronson, and I forgot the lady name, but it's called Mobland.
Oh,
One
somebody
season
told me to
so
watch
far.
that.
Fire, fire, man. It's
Somebody
it's
told me to
that's
watch
all
it.
I can say about it. I don't want to spoil it for you. It's fire. I know it's gonna be a season 2. It gotta be, but it's fire. Great
Okay.
show. Paramount Plus has a lot of shows I like, especially you know, what's the name? Lioness
Yeah.
and my
All
joint
the
with
Star
the
Treks,
cowboy,
I love
all the
the
Ninja
Paramount Star
cowboy.
Turtles,
Trek. I
Oh,
go there for
all
Criminal
the
Minds.
the Star Trek I like was on Paramount Plus, the one with Shorty from The Walking Dead.
all of them on
Uh,
there.
well, I'm talking about the one I like.
You talking
That's the
about
Gotcha.
one.
You talking about the series?
yeah, Discovery,
Yes, it's
Discovery.
yeah. I
Mhm.
like that was the first. Well, other than the movies with the
Chris
guy who
Pine.
plays
What's his
Picard,
name?
yeah,
Chris
that
Pine.
guy.
Picard.
Yeah.
No, Picard? No.
Are you
I
talking
don't
You
get that
you
about
info.
you talking about with
the
Benedict
ball? Is he bald?
Cumberbatch
Pine, the dude Pine.
and Chris Pine,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new
yeah,
one, the newer Star
Oh, Chris
yeah,
Trek
Pine,
movies.
the remakes, the reboots,
yeah,
the
yeah,
reboots,
Yes.
yeah.
the reboots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the
Okay.
But all
Darkness,
right,
one of the best reboots. Okay, let's get to it.
that's all.
Okay.
That's all I've been watching. I'm railroading the show. Let's go. Let's go.
Alrighty, let's get into it. WWE. What's happening in the World Wrestling Entertainment industry? Let's go to SmackDown. So, after everything that happened, what was the last main event? Money in the Bank, right? So
Mhm.
after everything that happened at Money in the Bank, sorry guys, I lost my
Yes.
notes. They just disappeared. Okay. We have an explosive opening segment. John Cena, CM Punk, and R-Truth, aka Ron Killings. Cena declares himself as Mount Rushmore of wrestling and was confronted by Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and LA Knight. Everybody was on Cena tail. Everybody. Um, during the confrontation, Ron, the Truth Killings, attacks Cena the first time that night. Um, CM Punk later interrupts Cena because Cena had a lot to say. I think that's the most he said in one episode since he's been on his tour. He had to come back. He was looking for Ron Killings. He asked Jimmy Uso where Ron Killings was, and he basically told him to see him outside. And he got seen outside. Ron Killings was on that. He put him in submission. that he basically tapped out from even there was no match. And it came down to it that Ron Killings was granted a match next SmackDown, this one coming up, against John Cena. So how you guys feel about this new, I guess, feud that's happening in the WWE between John Cena and R-Truth, aka Ron Killings?
I think Skids should kick it off because he hasn't had no insight in wrestling, the
and
shows
all.
up until this point. So
Okay.
let's kick it off for him.
Remember what I said earlier about how everybody loved R-Truth. He was funny, and you know what I mean. He said it in his last speech. R-Truth can just be a little too funny, but Ron Killings, he's a force to be reckoned with, and I'm not going front. I'm loving every bit of it. So keep it going on that one.
Yeah, for real, for real. I have a question. Do you guys, somebody, I had a debate with somebody the other day on Facebook, which is not uncommon for Facebook for me. But do you guys, do you consider the Ron Killings character to be a heel character, or do you still think it to be um, a between or a good guy? Or do you think it's going to a heel character?
I'll
Um,
say, oh, you want to take it away? You, my bad, mama. All right. I'll keep it short because it's not really that much. I don't think he's a heel character right for now. I don't know how long his contract is going to be, with the rest of whatever's going on. But for now, he's not a heel character. I feel as though he's kind of like an undertone of an anti-hero where he seems dark. No, ain't no seem. He is dark. But at the end of the day, he's, he's fighting the establishment, quote unquote. For now. For now.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
With me, I really, um, it's kind of hard for me to answer this question because I really don't have enough information. Like I haven't seen enough from him other than attacking John Cena, and him explaining this is Ron Killings and he's in the driver's seat now. So once, well, will your only reason for being in the WWE is to attack John Cena? What are your motivations after you're done your business with John Cena? Will you attack good guys or bad guys? I don't know yet. I don't. We just know right now his story revolves around John Cena. So with that being said, I don't have enough information. But if you force me to answer, I would say he's still a good guy.
Okay.
Mm,
Uh, Follow up question. Since we know the the truth behind his contract and what John Cena did for his last match, do you think that John Cena allowed his tour to go hand in hand with Ron Killings? Like, because obviously it wasn't always the plan for John Cena tour, but now that John Cena is creating this interaction with him, do you think John Cena basically did this to help R-Truth's cause and back him, or do you think the WWE is capitalizing on it since it's already kind of like gaining that traction and that momentum, or a little bit both?
I I was saying both. As soon as you was saying which one, I was like both. In my mind, I feel it's both. Of course, WWE is a business. Of course, they're going to capitalize on what's going on. That's business 101. Um, do I feel as though John Cena, helped along? Yeah. From what I gather, behind the scenes, a lot of people they cool with R-Truth. You know what I mean? With his journey and all that other stuff. About how, when he was a rapper back in the day, opening for Tupac and stuff like that. Like it was, you know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of story, a whole bunch of story behind the man known as Ron Killings. So do I feel as though Cena, helped him out because of out of respect, you know what I'm saying, for who he is? Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I want my boy to do, help me out, give me my shot. Put me in the light. Jeez, you know what I mean? I'm talking about. Like, no, stop yet.
I absolutely agree. And all I want to add is I think they just changed course when the truth story, I guess, evolved. I think they already had a match with Truth lined up just because who Cena was and the whole "you my role model" thing. They had one, but when it was the internet found out about Truth being let go when his contract was up, that forced WWE to react, and then the audience forced, I guess, Ron. No, you know what? I'll just end it with agreement and just add. They just changed course. That's it.
Agreed. And shout out to John Cena because, I mean, this was his tour. He didn't have to. He could have found something else for him to do, but I think because he has that relationship with R-Truth, I think it was very commendable of him to say, you know what, if this is how we're going to keep him, and we're going to keep him to the point where we already know I'm doing great, so let's level everybody out. So shout out to John Cena. Moving on in SmackDown, I found this out. It was a record for fatal four-way matches this week in SmackDown. So SmackDown set the record for the most fatal four-way matches for the tournament style for the King and Queen in the Ring. King and Queen qualifying match one, Randy Orton wins. I don't know why they didn't put the rest of them people in there. I mean, LA Knight had a chance, but poor Carmelo. Randy Orton didn't even give him a. Go ahead, bro.
I'm going to say something. This
hmm
might not hit Skitty the way it hits you, Ed, because we've been watching wrestling more recently, and Skid just got back into it. But I'm gonna say something that I was talking to Tony Stark about the other day. Someone needs to say the jig is up on LA Knight, man. The jig is up. Um, I just want to highlight his promos because sometimes this dude don't be saying nothing, and he's been getting over by sounding like the Rock and Stone Cold cutting a promo. Let me tell you something. You want to be a ball bomb bitch?
Yeah, he
What?
called Josie. I had that a genius ball.
Yeah, Gene is
Where is the genius ball, bitch? I was dead,
like
yo. LA
when
Knight.
he first blew up. I was driving the LA Night train. I said chain, but we got The Rock back in wrestling, so we wasn't missing like the Attitude Era wrestlers anymore. So it was like LA Knight was just there, like the teamy version of The Rock. We
hmm
don't need
It's
him no more.
the
Act like
new
somebody
version
else,
of the
man.
Rock.
I'm done.
That's the team version of the.
It's the new version of the Rock. It is bananas.
So the next King of the Ring quali- not the team version of the.
Of the Rock.
Oh my God, that's
You won't
hilarious.
be able to unhear it after the day.
Nope.
Oh man. Okay, so the King of the Ring match qualifying the second one. Cody Rhodes defeats Damon Priest. Um, I can never pronounce this man name. Andrade. What's his name? Okay.
Damn, I was
Um,
muted. I was muted.
I'm like, it's not
It
saying
was
anything. Is
He
it my
was like,
yeah,
connection?
because like I told you after last week, I'm trying not to cut y'all
Okay,
off. So I mute. But
gotcha.
his name is Andrade.
Andrade.
Yeah.
And Shinsuke. I never get these people name right. But Cody Rhodes won. That's the point. Then we had two Queen of the Ring matches. Alexa Bliss stole a victory over Charlotte Flair, um, Alba and Candice. And then we had my girl, the Storm herself, Jade Cargill, overcomes Nia Jax, Piper, and Michin. So those so far are who we have advancing to the next round of the Queen and King of the Ring before we get to Monday Night Raw. So, anybody got anything about the King, Queen of the Ring, and SmackDown?
I do.
Go ahead.
Who do you got winning out of Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso?
I know I didn't get the Raw yet, but that was like
You said my bad. Hey, you know what? Hey, I gotta throw
He just
audible. I gotta
spoiled
call
it
an audible.
all. Just,
I gotta call an audible. Let's just
okay.
combine wrestling. This
Okay, together.
let's just combine it.
Okay.
But
All
yeah,
right, so
let's just get to it. Let's get to the shits. Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso. There is a way to create a chat in this. I mean, a poll in the chat, but I don't know how to do it yet. But let's just say in the chat and my co-host, Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso. Who you got?
Okay, drop.
I think it's going to be Uso.
You going to the Oos?
I think it's going to be Yeet. Especially what happened on Raw, yo.
4 letters, 1 word.
Like,
okay. I was looking to do that sound effects myself, but somebody else did it. I couldn't remember where I put it. Yo, I'm out of here right now. I'm just letting y'all know I am out of here today. So
somewhere in the air, flying with the fishes.
Somewhere in the air.
But yeah.
I probably Cody Rhodes, and and my heart says Jey Uso. Y'all know I'm all about the Yeet, but my man hurt. I don't know if he really hurt, but I think he really hurt. Like especially the way he was moving last week. And I know that's Cody, and it's really interesting they did that because we see them. They were tag team partners. They were just tag team partners recently. They had this bond, so it's definitely going to be a commendable match between the two of them. But considering Jay's injury and Cody kind of on this, he kind of like moving on this pace to have to get to John Cena. I think the only way that would make sense to get him there is if he won King of the Ring. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to Cody on this one. Hoping for the Heat though. Fingers crossed for the Heat.
I agree. I don't have a long description. It's gonna be Cody. Just like
so I want everybody to see this. It's 2v1 right now. All right.
My heart is with you, but my heart is with you though.
Hold on. I just gotta think who's on the opposite side. If Cody or Jay win, who do they fight, or do they become the King of the Ring?
Because Randy Orton still got to fight somebody.
Oh yes. So I need to know. Really, I need to know who the final four are. Like, because I know it's Cody versus Jay, and you said Randy
versus
or the final four is this. The two final fours.
It's SmackDown, I think, coming up.
Yeah, it's SmackDown. Got you. All right, but I'm gonna keep going with Cody Rhodes. He said 2v1. I take that.
Okay,
he ain't doing nothing. I'm just.
No. Come on now.
Because we just realized how much we need Ebony or Rain on here because we was like, ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah, we was like,
yo, let me tell you,
Reg, you have to chill out. We was talking to Rain. This is, you jumping. Don't come in here with this shit. I'm telling you. All right, yo. All right.
There was a glitch in the Matrix.
All right, we are ready to go. I had to readjust how we looking because I wasn't ready for 4 people. Pause. Woo. No, ain't no pause. This is the right month for that. 4 people, baby. All right, go ahead.
Now.
Ebony, Rain, we don't have to start all the way over. Just start somewhere.
From where we were. Okay, so the last thing we was talking about was Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Let's move on to Raw. Did you guys see Liv Morgan dislocate her shoulder? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't see that?
No, I saw that. But what stood out to me for Raw, and me and Bruce was talking about this a little bit about Asuka returning and pulling off the win. I was not expecting that at all.
Time out, yo. Time out, Skid. What did you call her?
Her name Asuka?
Asuka, yeah.
Asuka?
It's Asuka, right?
It's Oscar.
Oscar. It's Oscar. Damn, we both got it wrong. We pronounce it the way they do in dub.
I got you. I'm playing.
Oscar, right? I'm saying it right.
Oscar.
But I didn't know. I wasn't expecting her to win. The way the match was turning up, I ain't gonna front. Like, it was definitely, the choreography was on point too. Like, until a little bit after the end of the match, you could tell they was getting tired. But for the most part, most of that match was fire.
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
I wasn't raising. I was readjusting my camera.
You always get me with that. Okay.
He was like, yeah. The powers of Magneto.
The biggest thing probably for Raw, and probably he wasn't on my top 10, but he is definitely in my top 20 for favorite wrestlers. And Goldberg has returned, and he challenged Gunther for the championship. How y'all think that's going to win? It's like putting a potato against a rock.
Hey, Reg, you the guest today. Go ahead, kick it off.
First of all, like, more or less, yo, they need to just let this Goldberg shit go. Like, real shit. Like, Goldberg is not a factor on this shit no more. It's not his time right now. It's not for him. Like, and then on top of that, like, what the fuck are they doing with this whole LA Knight shit, being involved in all this shit? Like, it's too many people in this fucking feud with Seth Rollins. Like, it's so many fucking people. It's just too much confusion. The writing is everywhere. They just throwing people any fucking way. Like, you revisit the past with Gunther and the Goldberg shit from when they got the beefing, right? Okay, that's cool. But it's so much unvisited shit that they need to go back and answer that needs to be answered. And like, piggybacking off of what you said, Bruce, where the fuck is Truth going to go after this? Like, after this, what is Truth going to do?
That's what I have to wait and see. I mean, I think Truth is probably going to continue with the John Cena tour. I think it's probably going to be after the tour what Truth is going to do. I do agree with the scattering of the plot, because I do think that like, before we got to Money in the Bank, even WrestleMania, the whole every Raw was basically like an all war breakout between Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. Then it was Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and whoever. Now we got Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and Sammy. Like, it is a lot repetitiveness of the plot, and I think because they want Seth Rollins, I think ultimately this title is going to go to Seth Rollins. I think he's going to get the heavyweight title, and I think that's why they have this Gunther and Goldberg match, because who else Gunther going to fight? All the big dudes taken. You got the Braun Brawns with Seth, Rusev got his ass beat by Jey Uso last week too. Like, all the big people to go against Gunther are kind of like not really available, and Goldberg is a fan favorite. He is too old to be wrestling. I hope he don't break a hip, but he's a fan favorite. I hope he won't be in there like,
when I seen him slip out, I was like, his old ass is still out here, yo.
It looked like his neck is permanently sitting like this, so he gotta turn like this when he walks. I love Goldberg, but he's too old to be doing this. Go here, bro.
Funniest thing to me, two things. I think I might have been high, but did anybody realize when Goldberg was talking to Gunther, Gunther was turning his head like, man, your breath is rocking, yo.
Yes,
He was like,
yes. Yes.
I was laughing so hard.
I
And the
did notice
second
it,
thing,
but I didn't think
oh
of
my
it.
bad. Go, yeah, it was crazy. I was downstairs crying laughing. Second thing, when I saw Gunther's response on Twitter to Goldberg, he was like, "I'm next." Ooh, yeah, I can spare 3 minutes. Yo,
But hey,
that's
hold on.
funny, yo.
E.
What's up?
Say something, Reggie. You lost your thought? What's happening?
What I was getting ready to say is like
Nigga, you
I'm
scared
more
the shit
worried
out of
about
me. I thought you was
I'm more
having a
no, I
seizure
wasn't
on
frozen.
screen.
It
I'm
was to
more
make
worried
sense of
about
something.
like what's going to happen to Gunther with Goldberg because you know Goldberg is not a real wrestler. So like he might actually hurt Gunther. My bad, bro.
Hold on.
Everything
Yo,
going
I think your
everything going
internet skipped all over the place.
No. So listen. So for some weird reason, I can still hear your actual stream in the background while we talking on my
Oh,
phone.
okay.
And
You
it's
got your
like an
phone
echo.
muted?
It's like a playback.
Huh?
there
Get
goes
it
the
in.
roach is done.
Get it
But
in.
yeah,
Get it in.
I'm worried about if Gunther is going to get hurt by Goldberg, bro. Like, is Goldberg going to actually hurt him? Yeah. Like I can still hear the actual stream in my phone
Yeah.
while
Yep.
I'm talking to
Saw that.
y'all.
That happened to me the other day, yo, and I could not. I had to just run with it and just had to like pay attention to what they were saying on the phone, and then knew it was coming up a couple seconds later. It's
So
something with his connection.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to mute. I'm going to mute all y'all, and I'm going to mute all y'all and just watch the stream.
Okay.
We can do
You're
that.
not
I
you're
mean,
gonna be there and not
I
talk?
don't want
Is that what you're
peace.
saying?
I
no,
want
he's running.
problems always.
You're gonna be what? You're gonna be a face? I'm confused.
That weed got his thing on a delay. That's what it is.
It's on
He's
4:20 o'clock.
All right, I'm
killing
good now.
killing the hell out of that roach.
Oh, come on,
Yeah,
Fucking up the
Paul.
Oh,
signal.
can
that's
y'all
Don't
good.
you
y'all can
want
hear
to
me
rev
now,
up
right? We
your
good.
Harley?
You need like a paperclip or something to grab it.
Yo, I'm not playing with no more because I don't know what's reality and what's the Matrix right now. So I'm just shutting up until y'all give me the next topic.
Okay, moving on. One more thing for WWE. So now I can hear it. But one more thing for WWE. So John Cena says to CM Punk. Yeah,
I know what it is.
what is it?
It's I can hear it. So
It's a connection error. It's weird. It happened to me when we were doing the gaming thing, Bruce.
See, I knew
okay,
I wasn't tripping.
It's his
but
connection. It's something with his connection.
the thing is, I can hear it in my earphones, but you can't hear it on the stream.
Mm.
So I think. Thanks for the bits. I think.
Nah, you don't hear it on the stream.
Yeah, I think because on OBS you can play something called playback and monitor, so you can monitor the stream, and I can hear myself talking like right now after I say something. You know what I mean? So,
We can
but
all hear it.
it's like playing back to make sure the audio quality is good. I don't know if it's a setting issue in this, but
That's what was going on with me.
okay, all right,
Yeah, I
man.
think we can all hear it.
Yeah, so let's just get this show running. We just gonna fight through it because I tried to say we ending this after an hour, but we can't. We obviously can't. So let's get through what we can get through, and we'll sort out all that other shit another time. Come on,
Alrighty, well,
Ebony,
moving
captain the
on.
ship.
Moving, you can hear me, right?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. So that's what's happening in WWE. John Cena calls out CM Punk. He doesn't think CM Punk is going to show up for the title match. at World of Champions. Is that right? I always get that thing wrong. Is it World of
It's
Champions?
Night of Champions, Night of Champions.
Night
Night
of
of Champions.
Champions, Night of Champions. So we'll see what happened with that. Jay Uso versus Cody Rhodes. We'll see what happened with that. But let's move on to Rick and Morty. Wubba dubba dub dub. Let's get swifty. Rick and Morty, season 8, episode 4. This episode is called The Temptation. Oh man, hold on. Lost my notes, guys. Give me 1 second. My little echo is like. "Doo, doo, 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 doo." This
For
episode is
anybody,
called.
oh my bad. I
Okay,
I
thought
ain't
my
you were
even
bad.
still
watched
looking
that
for something.
episode yet. I don't think. I don't even know what the episode was about.
Well, for anybody that hasn't joined the Discord yet, it's pinned in the chat. Please do that. Hey, poetic, you welcome.
Hey, poetic.
So we just
Okay,
let's do it. Ebony, get back. We bike.
this episode was called "The Last Temptation of Jerry." It was a reference to the Last Temptation of Christ, where William Defoe played JC or Jesus Christ. The plot of the show is a running joke on the movie Prometheus and Christianity. So Jerry is back, and I am excited because I missed Jerry the last 3 episodes. He's just a part of the family that when you see him, he just kind of makes sense. Um, just a couple of Easter eggs. Ebon Moss Batrick. He's the voice of the lead Christ Trooper in this episode. He's also Ben Grimes, the Thing in Fantastic Four. He was in The Bear, and he was in Andor season 1. So if you recognize that voice, that's who voice it is. Morty is streaming on Twitch. Shout out to Morty. Hopefully they drop his name so we can follow him. Um, it's Easter, and Jerry's trying to get everybody to get in the Easter spirit. Summer is packing for spring break, and Beth is just not with it. He goes check on Rick, and Rick is doing him. Looks like he's dumping the alien down the drain. Jerry asks no questions. He peace out. Later on, we get to family dinner, and Jerry makes a joke about being a good dad and going straight up the middle because nowadays you just kind of agree whatever your kids wants to be when they wake up. Um, this is a question of the origins of a holiday. So we get their version of the origins of Easter in the episode, which we'll get to later on. But now it's the debate of Easter versus Christmas. Did Jesus die at Easter and was born at Christmas, or did he born at Christmas and die at Easter? Who really knows? So since Jerry, he's like, hey, anybody wants to go Easter egg shopping with me? Everybody likes, nah. They basically say, bye, Jerry. Jerry gets in the car. He's eating
My
Easter
mind and
candy.
don't let
As
him reset us. This is
my
So
bad,
why.
sorry.
I thought I started being subtitled for a second.
What the hell?
It was like it's like a delay. You know when you watch like a Japanese show, a movie, and you see them talk, but the words come later. But anyway, Jerry runs over the Easter Bunny with his car. To add more insult and
Yeah.
injury, when he gets out the car to check on the
He
Easter
walked
Bunny,
off. Yeah.
he then threw up on him aggressively. So bad that the family questioned if he tried to kill him with vomit. You later find out that Rick makes a Easter Claus reference similar to the Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen, and he jokes that basically whoever kills the bunny becomes the Easter Bunny. Morty immediately called it out and said the whole point of that movie was because it had the word Claus in it and he was actually Santa. Rick says either way, it makes sense to the plot, doesn't it? So Rick traps Jerry in the iceberg. Rick and Morty goes off on the adventure to save Jerry. He sends Summer on spring break and gives her a second stomach for alcohol while they're trying to figure out what's going on with Jerry. And he leaves Beth to watch Jerry. So Rick finds out that they have to go to Andromeda, and Morty struggles with saying this word throughout the whole episode. Rick wondering if he just playing with him or he really can't say the word Andromeda. They poke fun at Indiana Jones with the whole zooming across the map by just opening up a portal where they were to where they was going to. Beth, being left alone with Jerry and his rabid tendencies, decide it was time for smash time and let Jerry out the iceberg. Beth was with the ish. She was down for whatever. The muscles was coming out, and she was like, "Oh, I guess we can let you out. You good?"
She
So,
was trying to get her teeth clapped.
go ahead, bro.
I think I figured out the echo problem. Because if you're listening to this through Twitch and we can hear it again, it's playing back on an endless loop. So if you're not talking, try to mute your side of things if you don't have the floor and see if we still hear echo.
Okay. Rick and Morty had a F bomb off with saying F you back and forth. Rick says F you, you're gay, and Morty says, "Oh, we can't say that anymore." So they moving on. Praying happy Pride Month, guys. Rick and Morty is always supporting. You find out that the Christ Crusaders or Christ Troopers, similar to Stormtroopers but for Jesus, have basically been hunting the Easter Bunny, and they sent JC to Earth to stop the Easter Bunny. They're really anti-sex. And then you find out the engineers of the Easter Bunny create the Easter Bunny to sexually terraform worlds by going and forcing everyone to have sexual relations with each other until they overpopulate and die. That's the origins of the Easter Bunny story. So, Rick being Rick, knowing exactly what to do, he then points out the fact that the aliens have butts in the front and is wondering always what's going on in the back. These aliens look like the Easter Island statues, so they go to Easter Island to basically stop the aliens and the Easter Bunny. After Beth lets Jerry out, he immediately starts to turn into the Easter Bunny. His legs turn around. He becomes ironically good at two stepping or bar stepping, and then he turns into a bunny and start making everybody around him have sex with each other. The postman with the mailbox, the bar people with the bar people, the one guy with the stool. It was going on everywhere. Luckily, when Jerry sees Morty and Rick, they're not compelled to do it because Rick and Morty state multiple times through the episode that they took a pill for that. That's his grandson. No incest. As they
What?
have a fight. Yeah, this episode was on one. This episode was crazy. As they fight off the Christian troopers or the Christianity troopers, they have a conversation about alien Romulus, which was clearly not the point of the episode, and they was not caring about Jerry, what was happening, and the no leg trooper had to stop them and say, "Hey, are you guys going to go do something, or we're just going to stand here and do nothing?" He had no legs because they basically shot his legs off, and he basically stays alive the whole time. They wonder if they should kill him, but Rick said, "We're not on that no more. We changed." So we get back to Earth. Beth asks them again, "What you guys been doing? Jerking off all around?" And they say, "Ho, ho, 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 Beth, ho." Again, we took a pill for that. We're not on that. No
What the
incest.
hell? What the hell? What the hell?
The engineers find them, and as they try to turn Jerry back into a human, they have a round robin where everybody turns into a little bit of the Easter Bunny. At the end, the guy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Am I still there?
Up, you're back, and you're muted.
Okay.
And I
lost
was
connection
muted
again.
myself. I was talking to y'all and I was still fucking muted.
I lost connection.
Oh, y'all killing
Okay,
me.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
The weather.
Can you
the
hear
weather
me?
has
Am
been
I
bad.
muted?
She was
Yeah,
like, the guy.
You good, Ebony?
I'm good. It's my internet. It's been going in and out because of the storm. You guys heard me though, right?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, cool.
Funny.
Alrighty.
Funny.
So after they save the day, they
Yeah,
go
we
through a
heard you.
montage of the holidays all the way up to Christmas, and they realize that summer was missing.
God damn it.
They flat.
You move like, hold on, bro. You already moved like a couple inches, like twice, dog. So like, you know,
I can see
I
you
said that's
moving.
why I was like, go ahead, and I
I
was
can
like,
see
you
you
funny.
moving.
It's like you funny.
Okay, so that was the summary. What?
Somebody
You still
has
muted?
to mute. They either listening to the playback or got their mic open because I can hear what's on your TV or your laptop. If you ain't talking, just mute it.
That's Reggie.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can mute y'all. I can mute
Yeah.
y'all. Don't worry about it.
It was Reggie.
Okay, so I'm good. Y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. So that was well, I said basically Summer. We found out Summer was left on Spring Break Planet, and she's been there for a whole year, and she can't leave. And hopefully Rick comes save her by next episode. So that was the last episode of Rick and Morty. So I guess only two of us seen it. But how you guys feel that Jerry is back?
It was I like that episode. I'm not as big of a fan as Jerry as you are, but I mean, I enjoy him when he's on. He had funny moments. I'm there for the title characters specifically. So everybody else is a good side dish for me. You know what I mean? The main course is Rick and Morty. So if I can get both of them together in an episode all the way through, that's perfect. But what's even more exciting if they just take one of them and have a side story with just that character. But all in all, it was a good episode. I ain't going to get into depth and in too deep with it because it was a good episode. Y'all should watch it if you haven't seen it. And Jerry,
Yeah, definitely.
and this is the month for Jerry to return.
Not the muff.
I know
It was
you
Easter
gonna come
here.
at me one time, and I'm just getting my jokes out the way. But
It's
go
funny
ahead, I'm
because
done.
Rick and Morty has poked fun at Christianity in the past. We've seen God on Rick and Morty, and we saw, I think, Jesus last season. So, the running joke about Christianity and some of the Christian holidays was definitely interesting to see. And their origin story of Easter was definitely a good take on the Easter Bunny. So I thought that was cool. And then I agree with you about, obviously I'm here for Rick and Morty, but I think the show, after 8 seasons, now going on 12 seasons, 'cause they got renewed. I think, the character development of the other characters basically helped stabilize the show. Because
You
when it
just want
originally
to see
came out, it
Bird
was
Person. That's all you want to see,
I,
Bird.
w- I love my man Bird Person, and I like
Her and Bird Person, bro, is
I love
Right.
Bird daughter. I love me some Bird Person's like show. Okay, but and the actual King of Atlantis, because him and Rick have relationships. They showed that in the opening credits where they're like
It does.
together. So I wonder if they're gonna do that episode with him and Rick.
With him and somebody smacking each other butt.
The Aqua dude, the one who was supposed to be like Aquaman, but
Yeah,
I can't
I
remember his
remember
name.
that. It's
I think his
probably the
name
next
like
episode.
not name.
It's probably
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gonna come up before this month over. It's gonna come.
yeah, it's definitely gonna
I'm
be
gonna
before
watch
the
it
month.
on. I'm gonna watch it on my laptop because y'all know who I'm waiting for. One of the
Oh, King of
greatest villains
Morty.
of all time.
My Discord character. That's who my Discord
Hey,
icon had. I just realized
hey,
that my profile pic was him.
E,
Huh?
Ebony and Skitty.
You.
Yo, so check it out. All three of y'all. I gotta go. I got an unexpected visitor. I have my PC hooked up next time so that way my quality be better.
How you
I
just jumping
got
in
to
our
get
shit?
back.
Okay, go take care of your
Okay.
business and
All
get the hell
right.
up out of here.
Enjoy
Sorry.
your unexpected
He was
visitor.
the Keenan Ivory mailman off of Don't Be a Menace. Message.
Hell yeah. My man
see
said,
y'all. I
I
see
have
y'all
an
next time.
unexpected visitor, but next time I will have my
I'll be
laptop,
bad.
my PC, and
Okay,
I
Joe Henry.
shall return.
I
That's
shall
fine.
return.
That was a promise.
Shout out to my guy. Take us home, Emmy. Finish this up. Finish it up.
All right, let's finish it up. Well, I'm pretty sure what everybody is waiting to talk about. Superman, the final trailer. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Super Dog. Oh wait, sorry, it's Superman. As always, we open the trailer with our favorite guy, Crypto, and his best friend Superman, and we get a fourth wall break where they're beating somebody's ass up, and we see teeth flying to the screen. We hear audio of Lex Luthor basically vividly describing how much he hates Superman and why he hates Superman. We then find out that it's a conversation being had between Lex and Clark about the difference between who is the real superhero and who should be the real superhero. Fans are antsy as we get closer to the release of James Gunn's Superman. This is a multi-version trailer. There's been different versions of release in different parts. So, with that being said, do you think the highly anticipated Superman that's going to be released soon will bear the shoulders of the DC universe?
Well, in my opinion, um, Superman is a household name in all of comics. We can agree. You know what I'm saying? Everybody either knows Superman, know of Superman, or know a Superman clone. You know what I mean? So
Now, it's expected to make $1 billion, and it really needs to make $1 billion to be a franchise success. Do you think it'll
and see
get
that
there?
I don't know. I don't know. The reason why I'm saying I don't know is because I mean, I know people are going to see it in the theater. All right, you know what I mean? I already got my tickets. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they drop, I get my tickets. Because I got that Cinemark membership joint. But
Hmm.
how many people are going to pay for it just to sit at home and watch it on Prime? You know what I mean? Now, Disney did it. Were they successful with it?
This is on Prime.
Yeah.
How don't I?
Yeah,
No, it's not
you
on
got
Prime.
it's I thought you could
It's
watch it on Prime.
no. If you have Amazon Prime, you get early access. You get to see it, I
Yeah,
think, a week
you got to
before.
pay for it.
Or yeah, but you still gotta see it in theaters. I think you still
Oh
gotta
yeah,
see it
you
in theaters.
get
Yeah,
okay.
you get early ticket access. Like you get to see it early than everybody else. I think you can see it the week before.
Now,
Ain't
do
no
you see
way. Ain't no way. I'm gonna say this. Ain't no way in hell Warner Brothers letting that movie drop on prom. Really, ain't no way James Gunn is letting that happen. Like, just to think about it, like business wise. Yeah, it's just that if you have Amazon Prime, you can see it a week earlier, I think, or you can see it on Tuesday, but you see it a couple days earlier.
on Fandango, right? I thought it was like through Prime on Fandango.
So you have to have an Amazon Prime account to go onto Fandango to get the early release tickets.
Tickets.
So you
Okay.
see it a couple of days before everybody else.
Oh, okay. I thought you was able to watch it on Prime if you ordered it. Like, you know
No,
How Disney
Disney
be
do
doing
it.
some of their
Yeah,
movies, where
yeah.
like,
Sometimes, yeah.
yeah, I wasn't watching no Jungle Cruise for no $30. Disney, was you crazy? Was you insane? $30. Black Widow. Was you crazy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I went off to subject, but well then that recants my whole thing. Um, I mean, it shows you who's going to have the movie on their streaming sites though, for real, for real. So we know it's going to be on Prime for a little bit. We know it's going to come on Max because they already had the trailer on Max. You know, first trailer was on Max. and YouTube, a couple other spots, but I'm not too sure. Will it make $1 billion? I don't know. Did Man of Steel make $1 billion? No. Will it be better than Man of Steel? Who knows? Who knows?
Got something to say,
Uh,
bro? Before I say some more.
yeah. The question was, do I think it's gonna make it over $1 billion? $1 billion?
Yeah, do you think with everything being anticipated, it'll make $1 billion and that it will be what's needed for franchise success for him to continue with the DCU?
Okay. They are two different questions. The one, I think it'll be a success and they will continue. The $1 billion, no, I don't think it is, because DC has such a stigma on it right now. They're gonna have to be consistent with the movies. What movie has DC released in the last 10 years, live action, that made $1 billion? Maybe 20 years. Let's go there. Other than
Probably
the
The
Dark
Dark
Knights, or
Knight.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, other than
How about?
those movies,
So I
have
don't think the Batman did it.
the Justice Leagues and all of those, did they make $1 billion?
I
That
don't think the
will help
Snyderverse
me
did it
answer the
either.
question.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm sorry, I should have did that when he was
No, it's
talking,
okay.
but it
No,
just
I'm gonna look it up. That's a good question. DC movies that made $1 billion. The first thing that came up was The Dark Knight.
I know those Christopher
Aquaman.
Nolan. Oh yes,
Aquaman.
I remember they saying that. So
For Black
Aquaman.
The
Man,
Joker. If you count the Joker,
the first one.
Hakeem. No.
Oh
Yeah, the
no,
first one, Hakeem Phoenix. Yeah,
I don't want to
Joker.
The
count the
first one.
well.
Okay. You won't count
Let's
that. Okay, got it.
let's try to keep
Elseworlds.
those Elseworld movies out of there.
Okay, so yeah, Aquaman was
Aquaman,
the last one.
and I really don't know why that made $1 billion. I
You
mean,
know
not saying it was
why.
a bad movie.
You know why? Because
why.
of Jason Momoa.
Exactly.
So I'm just
Exactly.
saying, well,
It was like it was
Jason
the hype
Momoa
of
been in he was in Minecraft, and that didn't make $1 billion.
but it was the hype of the Justice League movie and then Jason Momoa. I think that kind of
Okay.
like bumped it
That
up.
was he was on a roll. You know what I'm saying? And you
He
know,
was on a roll.
Aquaman, all the ladies showed up. That's what it was. The ladies showed
Okay,
up.
I got you. It was $1
They
billion
showed up.
from women, as Black Tony Stark said, as you both said. Okay, let me.
And
well,
they weren't as hypnotized with Aquaman 2.
okay. So what I gotta say is that proves what I was about to initially say. Well, I said it. This movie will not make $1 billion.
Okay.
If this movie makes $1 billion, no, I'm not going to do that. I was about to put something more here. I don't know what I was going to do, but
Hold on, Black
anyway,
Mirror.
yeah, I'm just going. Yeah, hell no. But yeah, I just don't think it'll make $1 billion. It'll be successful. I think it'll make. Well, I don't even know how much it costs to make the movie. How much money they putting in marketing? Is it going to break
Like
even?
400.
So I don't think it'll make $1 billion.
You
Okay.
talking about the
Well, the Superman. I think it was 450. But I'm not sure. You had to look. I'm not gonna. I think it's 450 million, but it might be a little less than that. But just a few more things from the trailer. A couple more Easter eggs. We get the super. We know that the Superman robots, they are cast in number. Number 4 is played by Alan Tudyk, who also plays in Resident Alien. He's the voice of Clayface and Dr. Phosphorus.
Joker?
We get a comp. We get the Joker. We get comp from Harley Quinn. We get confirmation that it is the by James Gunn, that is the Justice Gang by Maxwell Lord. So there is no Justice League in the Superman movie. So we get that confirmation. He gives us a Superman for Dummies look in his most recent Entertainment Weekly. He talks about the DC universe and what it's going to. He does say that there will be a live action King Shark in the Superman movie. So that's the Easter egg he pointed out because he wants to bring, he has the budget, he wants to bring reality to these other DC characters. That Mr.
The
Go ahead.
crew.
Yeah, bro.
You could have finished your statement, but I just wanted you to see my
Oh,
hand. Did you see that they cast Clayface?
yes, and it's not
Okay.
Alan Tudyk.
No, it's I don't know the
Damn,
guy
do I
name, but I
have it?
saw him. I think I posted it in the Discord. Maybe I
Mm-hmm.
didn't, but it might have been in there.
Y'all
Yeah, I
think
saw
he
they
should
class
have his own
Clayface.
movie?
What, Clayface?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. Hold on, hold that thought. Hold that thought. So we also know that Mr. Terrific is coming back for later movies, Superman movies. We get a first look at Cat Grant, who's playing Cat Grant, and her and Lois have a conversation about Superman. Um, and we also, a good thing to point out, James Gunn pointed out on May 6th in his article that the same technology in the Peacemaker season one with the quantum unfolding storage unit that his dad had, maybe it's the same technology going to be seen in the Superman movie. There is a scene where Lois and Mr. Terrific are standing in like this circular dimension. Some people think it's between the world and Bizarro world. Some people think it's just one of them unfolding pockets like the quantum unfolding storage. We don't know, but James Gunn did confirm that this technology is a key role in the movie. So that's just a couple of Easter eggs going into the Superman movie. Now I'm just going to transition into the wrap up notes, which is what's going on with DC and MCU. And I'm gonna start with DCU. If you guys don't have anything to say about the Superman movie, so James Gunn confirms that he expects to do 2 live-action films, 1 animated film, 2 live-action series, and 1 animated film and 2 animated series a year for the DC verse. Do you think that's too much? Do you think it's just about the right? That's what he confirmed.
I'm gonna kick this off and say I think it's a mistake because you see the climate for superhero movies has changed. The Thunderbolts was a great movie and it was a
I got
flop.
that on my list. Hmm.
So I don't think the world is enamored with comic book movies anymore. I still love them. It's still something I won't go see. I never saw a few of these ones. Like what's the one with the female Spider-Man? I mean,
Oh, Madam Web,
I
Oh
hate.
my God.
that
I
movie was
still ain't watched that.
horrible. It was
But
so
I
bad.
went to see It's Morbin time. I seen
Morbius. That movie
Morbius.
was just as horrible. It was better than Madam Web, but just as
I
bad.
know you don't like that,
Nah, I can't
but
even
it's
say it's
Morbin
I
time.
can't even say it's just as bad as Madam Web. I can't
At
even
least,
disrespect.
at least Morbius had action. Madam Web had no action.
See, I didn't see it. I knew
It's
I
just
Yeah,
did not.
another
They
character.
was
I'm like,
going to
do they really
disrespect
need their own
the
live
yeah.
web.
action movie?
Man, I'm done. Go
Mm-mm-mm.
ahead, y'all got it. That's. I don't got nothing else to say.
Like, did
Uh,
they really need to make that movie? That's my whole thing. Like,
Well,
because
Sony
when I
versus
heard about the
makes
Clayface
their own
movie,
decision.
when I heard about the Clayface movie, I'm like, all right, Clayface is a good character, but can he hold his own in his own movie? Like,
So James Gunn he did, like I said, a very extensive article because he went into why he is choosing these characters for their movies, and he believes that we'll see, um, once we get past Peacemaker, we'll see why he's establishing solo movies or series for certain characters. So I don't know if Clayface needs a solo movie, but if he is a big part in Peacemaker, Justice League, and Batman, then maybe that's why. But James Gunn, he also said that they're doing a Paradise Lost series, which is about Themyscira. It's a standalone series. They're doing a solo Wonder Woman film. It has not been confirmed or not if Gal Gadot will be Wonder Woman, but ideally no because he kind of removed all of them. But Peace so far for the next year, we have Peacemaker, which comes out in August of 2025. Supergirl comes out in June of next year. The Lanterns comes out the summer of next year, and then Clayface will end that reign, and he comes out in September of next year. So it's ready. It's already for production. I mean, already ready to go. So yeah,
Isn't there a Batman Brave and the Bold coming too?
that has been pushed back, but it is still
Okay.
coming. He is still
Now,
doing Teen Titans, Creature Commandos 2, a Blue Beetle series, a Sergeant Rock series, and more.
now I remember a bit of that article too, where he was talking about how he doesn't want to have a campy Batman.
Yes, he said
Uh,
that Batman does exist in the universe, that he doesn't need an excuse. He does. It's already an excuse for Batman to exist, so he's not just going to put him anywhere. They want to
right,
develop a Batman that is going to be purposeful to his universe.
right, right.
But they do have it's speculated that they have the actor already. The person for Batman has already been cast. Speculated, rumored.
They better not F
So
it up.
they better not f it up. He also said that right now there is no Justice League. He has no plans for establishing a Justice League coming up as of right now. That he is focused on establishing the characters so that way he can build to a good Justice League. He had a lot to say this week because let's get into the next thing. He also had something to say about Marvel. Now, James Gunn, despite how you feel about the guy, he has a track record for his films rating over 95% on Rotten Tomato and other credit reviews. So most of all his films have done 90% or 95% or better. So he said this week that Marvel is basically doing too much by releasing too many superhero movies in a time frame, which is why it's starting to fail. That they're focused on an old storyline, and because of that, it may be the fall of the Marvel universe. Not exactly what he said, but that's basically what he was saying. Which, ironically, he just said he's about to release six things a year. So I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to
I think
understand how you can say that.
I
And
think he just taking shots on Marvel because he not with him no more. That's what I think that was. That was a
so is
cheap shot, like, ha ha, I'm over here, set tripping. Get the fuck out of there. But nah, nah.
Go ahead.
But I will kind of agree. Um, I will say Marvel with. I'm not going to say old stories because they not even taking old stories. They taking stories, and I don't know what they doing with them because I'd be like, huh? But I digress. They did cook with the Thunderbolts. Um, the Captain America movie, I liked it, but I still had some gripes about it. We'll see. We'll see. Marvel has been topsy turvy. They haven't been consistent. One minute they cooking, the next minute they not. So, mm,
I blame all of Marvel's unsuccessful movies after Endgame on the Disney CEO Bob Chapek, because when Bob Iger said he was resigning, the dude Chapek took over and wanted quantity over quality because he seen
mm,
Marvel making mad money. And that's why all these duds started coming out. And that's why Disney got Bob Iger back. And he said, we're gonna slow this down now. That's the reason. And I pretty much feel that he was right when he said Marvel was making too much bullcrap. They was making too many shows on the Disney Plus, too many movies of characters we weren't interested in. Even though I understand everybody was pretty much waiting for the X-Men, but due to certain legal and copyright stuff, they had to give you the Eternals. Some
they
people
couldn't
like
even
the
say
Eternals,
mutant.
but
They couldn't
it's
even
it's just
say mutant. They had to say gifted,
yeah,
special. Nigga,
exactly. And if you watched
Age of Ultron.
no, not that I know what you're talking about, but before that
Okay.
was the Agents of Shield. They was
Agents of Shield,
calling
yeah.
they was calling them something
Oh,
Inhumans, all
more
of
oh,
them. They were never called.
you know what it is. That
human.
Inhuman,
Metahumans.
Inhuman.
Inhuman.
Because
That's
Inhuman. Yeah.
DC. That's DC.
yeah,
He's like metahuman.
Yeah.
But
Inhuman. Well,
but
I
yeah,
said
nah,
humans first.
y'all got
Coming
what I'm
back.
saying.
You'll see it tomorrow. I'm
yeah, the
telling you guys.
Inhumans. Yeah, they left the mutants alone and then went to the Inhumans. But then they tried to go back to the mutants, but they didn't call them mutants. They called them specials or gifted or whatever they was trying to
Yep,
Yeah,
call
the
because
them.
gifted.
they had the Gifted show. They had Cloak and
Well, gifted was
Dagger.
still gifted was still mutants. They were still mutants because that was still Fox. FX was still Fox. But
Right. So I'm saying that during that time frame, they had those other shows that Fox was still control the rights of, so they wasn't really able to,
and
do it.
Marvel was crazy. I was like, they can't say what now? They couldn't even have the scrolls in there. They couldn't have they
Couldn't have the Skrulls because they was a main Fantastic Four character, and Fantastic
Yep,
Four was Fox.
was Fox.
If you look at that the diagram they got at what companies own what characters and what villains are tied to those heroes, like Universal.
Still own Hawk.
Yep,
Still own Hawk. They
yep,
not letting
yep.
that
And
nigga
they won't
go.
even
Well, I do have something about that.
segue alert.
What? What's up?
So, because of that contract, and it has been speculated that the Hulk will be rumored to show up in the newest Spider-Man movie. Since Marvel
Oh,
has no plans right now for a solo Hulk movie, and right now they don't want to do anything like R-rated or dark because they think families are going to be. They basically want kids to like Hulk. So to
But
provide the
also Sony has in the contract they have with Disney, it can never with this contract, well, all of these contracts with the recent sharing, what is it? Marvel, the MCU can't tie a single Spider-Man movie or use Spider-Man as a character without using one of the Avengers in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Universal Pictures owns the distribution. Jesus. Rights to solo Hawk films. So that's
Yeah,
why we
solo
haven't
Hawk
gotten a
films. That's
solo
why we
Hawk
have no
movie.
solo Hawk films. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like a 23-year contract. They don't play.
Universal
It
was
was
like
yeah, they was not playing about
Sony
that.
and
So
Universal's like, Disney. Nah, you gotta say the magic word.
And scared. I just want to do a correction. It's not Sony. My company owns Universal, but I'm not going to say their name.
Yeah, my company.
Yeah, I can't.
well, just a few more things about I guess while we're on the Marvel and the DC of it all. What was I say? Since Thunderbolts. So Thunderbolts, we guys know that Thunderbolts flop. It was highly rated by critics and fans alike. It was actually one of the highest rated on Rotten Tomato for fans, and it basically needed to make a billion and didn't. It was supposed to be Disney officially released saying that Thunderbolts was supposed to be the end of the era, like the end of the phase of what happened before. It's supposed to basically restart everything for a new Avengers and Doomsday, but it really hasn't been giving us that. So, with that being said, as we come up to Fantastic Four, will Fantastic Four or Doomsday be enough to save the MCU? And will Fantastic Four outdo James Gunn's Superman? Want to go first?
Will it outdo James Gunn's Superman? And what was the other question?
Will Fantastic Four or Doomsday be enough to save the MCU?
I'm praying that the first family comes out on top. Because I was a fan of that first movie. Not the 90s movie, the 2000s movie, the first one. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit more grounded than what they tried to do with Return of the Silver Surfer. And I think it was because of the villain also, you know what I mean? Doom. You know what I'm saying? But Cole Doom, Doom Cole. But yeah, I based on popularity, you know, who Doom is and speculations of what is to come, because I'm still banking on the infamous Iron Man arc. I got a feeling that they're going to twist that arc up. It's in my soul, especially with the new little snippet that they had on social media where they have Wanda sitting right next to the Doom chair. You know what I mean? To the chair with Doom in it, and it says Avengers Doomsday. And I'm like, you know. And then there's already in development now. It's still in development, the Midnight Suns movie. So I'm not too sure. And then that they're definitely going to go. Well, see, my brain is going 6 different ways now because I think they're going to definitely bring in a supernatural aspect into these next set of films more so, especially with seeing that little clip from Ironheart when she had the little sorceress thing coming on her suit thingamabob type deal. So yeah, I
And the
don't
clip
what
with
popularity. Go ahead.
Franklin Reed,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
baby Reed, the one they just released where they showed him and the robot, and Galactus was like he about to be taking him.
Popularity wise with movies, um, Avengers Doomsday, I think it will do better than Superman. That's popularity with Marvel movies in general, you know, with them outdoing DC movies. So
Just to remind me, what was the question again? Because I
The,
think
it
I
was
know it's not me
getting
being high.
confusing.
I just heard his answer at the end, and I
I
was like,
know,
did
and
I hear this question wrong?
no, he
no,
Okay,
heard it wrong.
no,
I
yeah,
think he meant. I think. Well, it was a two-part question. The question one was, would Fantastic Four beat
okay,
beat.
Superman?
I
okay.
think yes, it will outbeat
And I
them.
think that's what I
Out,
think he meant Fantastic Four. And then my other question was, do you think Fantastic Four or Doomsday, either one or both, may be enough to bring the MCU out this rut or to save them?
Okay. I'll answer the latter question first. I
Hmm.
think Doomsday will help out the MCU. It will
Okay.
help reestablish I guess what it'll help reestablish what they're doing and push the new generation, the X-Men. Yes. Back to your previous your first question. Earlier I said Superman won't make over $1 billion. Until we get to Doomsday, neither will Marvel with their next whatever movies in front of that. With that being said, I got Superman as the more popular character than the Fantastic Four because people still remember the Fantastic Four before this one. And the star of Fantastic Four now, what's his name again? You know, Joel, what's his name?
Pedro Pascal.
He just said some ill shit on the internet that people is trying to cancel him for. So that's going to
Oh,
damage the
not
movie.
Pedro.
oh,
Yes.
man.
So
Damn, Last of Us about to
so
be messed up next season.
well, he ain't on it no more or unless they keep going back.
Yeah, they talk about doing like a Joe spinoff. Damn,
Mm.
damn. Alrighty, well, I
Well,
guess
Zay
we'll wait
Official
to
said,
see.
"What if Wanda conjures Doom?"
That's what I'm
I ain't never
saying.
think of that.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm so
That's what you
sorry.
saying to throw. You good? You good? I'm done.
That's what I was like. What I was saying, like with Wanda sitting right next to him, I feel as though they're going to change up the infamous Iron Man arc,
Mm.
where instead of Victor tricking Tony into the
Right.
process of them switching minds,
Switching
I think
bodies
it
and shit.
I think it's going to be Wanda doing something to
She
switch him
gonna
up.
change his mind. Oh, I got what you saying. So instead of them using that machine to switch bodies, Wanda is going to use her chaos magic. I got you. Okay.
That's a good
That's my
theory.
prediction.
That's a good
That's my
theory.
prediction.
Right.
Okay.
Lock it. I'm going to lock it in.
That's my
Let's lock
prediction.
it in.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're in the wrap up conversation of today's episode where we speed through things that's coming up on the next couple of months. A big thing for all you 30 and over crew out there, Spaceballs 2 trailer just dropped. If you see Spaceballs 1, you know Spaceballs 2 going to be just as funny. Why are they making this movie? They don't know, but it's coming out. So make sure you guys catch the trailer. Looks like it's going to be a riot.
Also,
As
the naked
Skinny
gun.
said, go ahead.
The naked
The,
gun.
the Naked
Oh, you was.
Gun trailer
I know
just
you got
dropped.
this shit covered. My
It's
bad. My bad.
okay. No,
My bad.
anything I forget, let me know. The Naked
Okay.
Gun trailer just dropped. Make sure you guys see that trailer. Go ahead, Skitty.
The only reason why I'm afraid is because I said something a long time ago, and it was true. I don't think a Mel Brooks movie can survive today's society.
Mm.
It happened with History of the World Part 2. I am a Mel Brooks. My family are
Oh
Mel
yeah.
Brooks fans. Blazing Saddles, Dracula Dead and Loving It,
Our
Robin Hood Men in
father,
Tights.
Mel
You
Brooks. He
understand?
had
I love
Frankenstein,
Young
Blazing
Frankenstein. I
Saddles.
love Mel Brooks movies. And the comedy that they were able to do back in the day, you could tell when they were trying to do it on History of the World Part 2, which is on Hulu if you want to check it out. They did it episodic. That was another thing. They didn't do a full movie. They did it in episodes. So that kind of messed me up right there.
Episodic.
But you could tell it was like limited. Like it was real hindrance. Like you could tell probably during the making of the movie that they was like, oh no, we can't joke about that. We can't do that. Got to take that out. Put something else in there. So again, Spaceballs. Watched it when I was a kid. Didn't find out what the Schwartz was until I was 12 years old. I was like, is that the Schwartz? Mind you, I seen this movie when I was like 4 or 5. And I'm like, oh, this is a funny Star Wars movie. Now I'm like, oh yeah, that's crazy. I was watching this as a kid, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping because I'm gonna be first in line. Again, I love Mel Brooks. Spaceballs 2. Give me another Robin Hood Men in Tights, please, or another something. Dracula something. Oh no, we can't do it because the bull dead. But
Of course, in this month you want some Men in Tights. I get it, bro. I mean, if we requesting for the Schwartz in minutes,
You're
I'm
okay.
playing. I'm going. I'm out.
You hear
Happy
this?
Pride Month.
So it's gonna be all right. We forgive him. We forgive you. We forgive you.
Okay, well,
But
moving on. Seems like that's a good time to wrap up that part. Um, if it's something I forget on the wrap up conversation, guys, say it because I don't have the notes. I'm doing this by memory. But the other thing is that we know that reminder Ironheart is dropping 3 episodes next week on the 24th. Obviously, we'll do a deep dive into it probably the week after to give everybody a chance to watch all 3 episodes. But Ironheart does air on the 24th. To follow with again, reminder Squid Games airs on the 27th. And it was something else I was forgetting. Well, hopefully it will come to me. I do have one more thing to say, and I wanted to give a huge shout out to this film by DreamWorks. You guys tell DreamWorks to send out a memo and let everybody know how live action is supposed to go. Tell them hit up Disney and let them know because How to Train a Dragon live action dropped this past weekend, and it is at a 99% on Rotten Tomato. It is the best live action film from an animated series to come out in the past however many years, and no one's going to tell me different. If you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it because it is a 1-for-1. They didn't miss. It was and the dragon, the CGI. Oh my god, House of Dragons. Move over because Toothless was real.
I'm
I'ma
gonna
check it out.
Real.
I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it.
I,
But I have to say, and to those who haven't checked it out, because I'm not a One Piece hater. I just, it's hard to get into. I did watch the live action. It was okay, but I have my gripes that the fact they skipped the whole arc and people still called it perfect. That was bananas to me. But I digress. To me, the greatest live action movie of an animated whatever is Rurouni Kenshin the beginning. That's my that's me. That's if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's on Netflix. Straight heat
Okay, I'm gonna check it out
from
because
beginning
I
to
I
end.
I don't give high ratings, but I give How to Train Dragon live action a 10 out of 10. And you already know I'm a hard critic, and I gave it a
Real
10 out of
quick,
10.
real quick.
Hmm
I'm gonna put the earphones on her so y'all can say happy birthday.
Okay.
Huh?
Say,
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday!
Devin!
Thank
Happy birthday
you.
to you. You
man, the
live
chat say
in
happy
a zoo.
birthday.
You look like
I'll
a
be down in a minute.
monkey.
All right, yeah,
And smell like
we
one too.
we
Okay,
about
well,
to
we're wrapping up.
get close
Sorry,
to wrapping
because
this
it's
up.
Devin's birthday.
He pulled a
But
whole
that was it.
freezer.
That's all I had. Was that make sure you guys still see it? How to Train the Dragon live action.
I'm definitely going to see it.
Yeah, yeah, hands
And I
down.
watched it, bro. I watched it, so it's there.
Okay. Oh,
So
it's
yeah, watch
there.
that. Watch
Yeah, it's
Uh,
yeah, but
there.
uh,
watch
I watched it last weekend.
Rurouni Kenshin the beginning on Netflix. Watch
real
Drop
that.
it
quick.
in the Discord so so I can look it up.
Gotcha.
Okay. Couple things I want to go over real quick before we close this out. I'm gonna let y'all do that. We got a top 10 list coming. It was supposed to record today, but we got to push that back. We might do it another day. We're aligned, but we'll drop that to you guys as soon as possible. Uh, I'm thinking of doing another guest stream soon, but we'll talk more about that. Lastly, if you haven't already, join the Discord. We're gonna have a lot of
Join the
stuff.
community.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff showing up there soon. Get more active. We're pinned in the chat up top. So join that if you're still hanging around. Appreciate y'all again and wrap us out. Man, I cut
Well,
myself
that's
off, but
our
you know what I
show,
meant.
guys. Thank you for joining the Level Up Lounge, streaming live every Wednesday on Twitch at 4 p.m. Next day on YouTube at 4 p.m. I'm Rainy Days. That's Bruce McFly, and that's Skinny Live 83. We're your hosts, and make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to us on Twitch, Discord, and YouTube. And until then, you know what we say. We'll see you on next level. We out.
We out.